this is Tercio, and welcome to my humble home. This year I'm doing a Christmas special, because I like Christmas. And before we start this, I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Now when we think about Christmas, we think about merry and happy things like turkeys and Father Christmas, Santa Claus for you Americans. Me in particular and other people who really like video games, we also think about Christmas games that we like to play at Christmas. Last year I played The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask with an awesome game. But since this is a strategy channel and I have to upload something strategy related, the only strategy game that reminds me of Christmas is the one and only Stalin vs. Martians. When we think about epic RTS games, we normally think about Age of Empires, StarCraft, Company of Heroes, but nobody thinks about Stalin vs. Martians. Now why am I going to play this game? Because it's very colourful. Christmas is colourful, this game is colourful, therefore it reminds me of Christmas. In fact, I kid you not, that when I was planning to do a Christmas special, and I thought I have to find a strategy game that reminds me of Christmas, the first game that popped to my mind was Stalin vs. Martians because of its colourfulness. Now of course do not expect a grade A video game here. This is a piece of shit, a great pile of turd game. Nobody enjoys this game. It's really hard to play, but I'm going to make it enjoyable for you people out there. So you can see me raging and criticizing the game like I usually do. Now without further ado, I present to thee Stalin vs. Martians. Well, this is the full Soviet national anthem, so it takes a whole 3 minutes. And yes, the game is going to make you sit down here for 3 minutes listening to this. You know, the Russian national anthem is probably my favorite national anthem ever made. It's so epic and it encapsulates every feeling that a citizen must feel for its country. One of my happy memories of this anthem is when Ivan Drago comes out in Rocky IV and the national anthem is blasting in the background. Now that is an epic movie moment. Okay, I'll just skip to the end for you guys. And those are the incredibly talented developers, Mesmer Games. Okay, this is the most bizarre main menu music I've ever heard. If we go into the options menu, we have an amazing setting, asking us if we like cats or not. It hasn't got any real gameplay effect that I've seen, so I guess they were trying to be funny. The music starts getting catchy though. Okay, new game, go. Okay, so Stalin himself is giving us a mission briefing here. Here we learn that we are really in the middle of World War II, specifically when Germany was invading Russia. With the Martian invasion, it seems Russia had two fronts all along. And we get an amazing loading screen where we can spot 10 differences. Just in case your load time is so long, you can at least entertain yourself with this. Okay, so you might be wondering what the hell are you seeing on the screen? Don't worry, I'll get to it. Well, you see those spinning tokens? Those are power-ups. You touch them with a unit and they gain extra armor, attack, health and speed. Then there is gold, which looks like gold of course. You pick those up to buy reinforcements in the reinforcements tab. Then those reinforcements appear in a corner of the map, and that's pretty much all there is to the gameplay of this game. The developers were really trying to make an arcade style strategy game here. Unfortunately, the strategy is nowhere to be seen. We'll get to that in a moment. So the first mission is to go destroy some aliens, cross a bridge, and then defend a village. Just so you know, there are no hotkeys in this game, so if you want to attack move, you'll have to do it manually, which sucks. This is a problem for infantry units as they suck big time. Their range is almost melee, and targeting enemy units is hell. This leads me to my next point about infantry in this game. From the first mission to the last, you have to fight these pizza planet aliens from Toy Story, who shoot area of effect lasers and completely destroy your foot troops. Even the smaller aliens dispatch your infantry like toilet paper. My first advice if you ever want to play this dead awful game is to never buy infantry. Just buy tanks. You'll see why in a minute. Yes, all the infantry are named Ivan and they all like you.
My name is Ivan, I like you.
So, with the mission complete, we head on to the second one. We are congratulated by Mr. Stalin himself and giving another briefing and get another unfunny loading screen. It looks like that Martian is in for some sexy time with burly Russian men. So what's the objective this time? Defend the village. Again. Originality is strong in this one. Have you noticed the alien sound effects? They are done with the mouth. Oh look, it seems that the Martians have recruited Drowsy from Pokemon, but these are blue. Also, you can call in for some special powers you can spend your gold on, just like the Soviet National Anthem, which increases your attack power, I suppose, because the game doesn't really explain anything. Okay, so now we have to go and destroy 2 Martian bases, which basically consist of slime trees. It's these buildings which spawn the little dudes. So you go in with your troops, being tactical and stuff, using your infantry to take out the small aliens, and using your tanks for the pizza planets and drowsies, and... Right, so here's the deal. If you try to play this game normally, you will fail miserably. The game is hard as hell if you try to do so. I mean, the AI spams loads of hordes of Martians constantly, infinitely, and if you're not efficient enough with your gold pickup, you will lose all your troops and fail the mission. So how to win? You have to cheese your way. You remember when I said never to make infantry? Well, that's step 1. Step 2 is to only make tanks, and step 3 is to never stop moving your tanks. Blitzkrieg through the map, moving your tanks like crazy. You see, there's an AI thing that if your fast units don't stop moving, the enemy units cannot target them. So if you use your tanks to move around the map, they won't die. Basically, because they are untargetable by the enemy units. But the thing is, your tanks have machine guns that fire while moving. So you just move around the map, you rush through the enemy's defenses with machine guns blazing, and you should win the mission quite easily. Here, let me demonstrate. I'm just gonna move in with this bunch of tanks into this heavily fortified alien base, which is full of pizza planets shooting area of effect lasers. So all I have to do is just move in, keep the shooting ongoing, and dodge all those bullets coming towards me. And just like that, I just eliminated a bunch of drowsies, pizza planets, with not that much of a tank force. Okay, third mission. Here I'm going to demonstrate the tactics at full speed.
I like you.
Okay, mission 4, and this is the first mission which features a end boss.
My name is Ivan, I like you.
Now this mission is a bit more creative than previous ones because this time we have to liberate the altar of communism. And to do so, we have to activate several temples around the map. So we apply the typical strategy of blitzkrieging around the map with all our tanks, go liberating those temples, go killing the pizza planets, the drowsies, and everybody who stands in our way, which is a very easy mission, as you can see. And finally we activate the altar of communism, and we get 3 Yeti things, or Bigfoot, or Big Feet, if that is the plural of Bigfoot. And the boss of the level is a giant worm, which doesn't really attack, it just moves. Now the thing is, your units cannot target it, only the Yetis can attack it. And there you have it, the Yetis defeat the giant worm. Probably one of the most easiest end bosses ever made in the history of video games. And now, the developers are going to reward our efforts for defeating the worm with a beautiful song. I knew this was a bizarre game, but I never expected to see a crazy music video like this one. My favorite part is the dancing Stalin. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you're enjoying the Stalin vs. Martian Christmas special. At least enjoying it at my expense, because I'm not having that much fun. Anyhow, stay tuned for this week as we dive deeper into this weird game. This is Tercio, and I'll see you next time.